Hello teacher, my name is Won and I'm from Group 11. Today I will present to you about the topic related to reinvesting tourism cities, examining technology application and city branding in leading smart city. Here is our group member. This is a table of content. It has two main parts. The first part is presentation and the second part is critique the paper. The first one I will come to the introduction. In this research we have three main authors. The first one is Professor Zavu. The second one is Mr. Cavusoglu, and the third one is Dr. Kobashi. Three men of them are on working in tourism fields. So this research it can be reliable and professional. We come to the statement of the problem. In terms of improving quality of life in production, consumption, security, information, logistics, new technology and tools have become a burning issue for city in producing a variety of effective ideas. And the purpose of this study is aimed to contribute to the development of tourism city through smart city, technology and applications. The application of the study is providing information that can be put into practice by professors and appraisers in order to develop efficiently manageable and sustainable objective to build a tourism branding city in the future. And next we will come to the literature review. And then I will talk about the literature review of this research. About literature review, we have four sectors. This is smart city concept, smart city technologies, smart city applicants and action areas, and smart city and tourism. And now I will show you some table to explain that. The first table is about the Golden Bagel. This is the research of covers 6 action fields: government, health, mobilities, education, energies, and environment. And it's based on the action fields, statutory planning and IT infrastructures, as you can see in table 1. And in table 2, it is the research. So the research shows that almost the anti-dimensions measure the ranking is less by European and North American and cities. This is the top 20 smartest city around the world in 2017. And in table 3, this is some technology of smart city. This is the listings of 50 technologies and the most famous city internet. And in table 4, this is the action area for smart city applications. Smart cities is expected to perform smart applications and solutions. It is based on three outside the ring fingers, Verizon and Golden Bagel. And in table 5, it is the global top 20 destination city by internationals overnight, which is the 2016.
This is world's most visitor city nominated.
And now, my name is Tui. I will talk about the data analysis and findings. The research questions to collect data in this research is which smart city applications used utilized in the city destination specific for tourism and city branding. About the empirical model, it is contains related to the city smart city application, tourism related practices and the city branding related practices. City branding is the use of marketing communication tools when we apply that it serves to enhance the quality of life for the tourists, travelers, and also businesses. As you can see here, this is the table related to the action areas for smart tourism city, including the governance, mobility, quality of public sphere, and the sustainable environment and resources developing entrepreneurship. I have listed some of the applications that the authors mentioned in the research. For example, like the governance with the e-services. Vina has used it. It can help the city increase the tourism and branding. Or about the smart world city, it's also related to the tourism and branding for the city. And after all, this is the conclusion. The ideas were supported and the outcome identifies strategic tool and effort in developing smart cities. Security and safety are more essential than others, and city branding can be seen how smartness level is related to tourist number attracted and the benefit for people in smart city. When they using application, it can against competition and risk improve infrastructure management.
And now I will continue with the critique the paper. The first one is the introduction. The first one is writing style. This research is had expository writing style, and the author why? Because the author explained the development of tourism city through smart city technology and application, and give the report to support to the research. The phenomenon is to be studied, identified clearly, and the research version is consistent over time based on two research called what will be the source of the urban growth and sustainable urban development, and which smart city application are utilized in the city destinations specific to tourism and city branding. The purpose of this paper is clearly identified. And the abstract, about the abstract, after we read the abstract and the whole paper, we can get a specific look about the research and structure of the research. And now Ms. Song will continue with the literature review and theoretical framework.
Now I will talk about literary reviews and theoretical frameworks. About the research framework, the data is obtained from the transactions in master destination city industry report 2016. The smart city technologies and applicants in the world's leading smart city world examined. And the theoretical framework is associated with the article. About critique methodology, And about the critique methods and philosophicals. The philosophicals approach has been identified in the approach. This approach has chosen because it fits with the qualitative research. And the practical dramatic method is about critique samples. The sample method and sample size were identified, and the sample method is clusters, and the sample size is in table 6 with 10 smallest cities. Thus, the sample method is appropriate and is suitable for informing the as you see in table 6, it has grouped cities by different categories of overnight visitor, smartest city, or best city.
Okay, and now I will talk about the last part, the critique, data analysis and findings. The data collection strategies were described clearly. Data is the descriptive statistic which is used secondary data source. The data obtained from the destination city index by Mastercard report in 2016, and this is the qualitative research used exploratory research method. And the empirical model is used the scanning model with the research questions which smart city application are utilized in the city destination specific to tourism and city branding. And the next part is critique findings. The section contains the discussion about the use of smart city application for the tourism and city branding. It includes 5 common action areas like the governance, mobility, quality of public sphere, sustainable development, and resources. And the last one is developing entrepreneurship and international economy. This original purpose of this study is addressed because the author has talked about a lot of application which is used in other smart cities in the world, and they test whether the reinvestment on tourism through application and city branding can lead smart city or not. And the last one is the critique, the conclusion and references. The references, as you can see here, it includes all of the books, journals, and other media, so it's very accurate and reliable. And moreover, we also have some recommendation for this research, like the author should explain more clearly about the finding parts. They should explain each of the application and how it affects to the branding, tourism and branding. The government should create some laws to protect the smart city and application and the tourists as well. To make the paper more accurate, the author should combine qualitative and quantitative research to support their ideas, because some numbers in the research paper is better. And with the applying to Vietnam, I think that Vietnamese people can use smart buses to attract more tourists, and it's more safe for the travelers and visitors. Moreover, the foreign tourists should use some Grab app because it can help visitors more easily, because they can know exactly the location and how much money they should pay for the trip. So thank you. This is the end of our presentation.